Ladies and gentlemen, we are live!
Well, who hit a button? Hey.
Are we there?
We're in.
Holy crap. That's 2 weeks. Well, I can't say 2 weeks in a row. I was going to say that was 2 weeks in a row you haven't screwed us here on some nerd stuff, we'll call it.
Nerd stuff, techie shit, NASA, space station, Elon Musk.
Oh, you got a topic for that later, too.
I do.
But I don't, yeah. Oh, hey.
What?
We're on air.
We're on air.
Of course, you can't see it. I didn't realize that it's so fucking bright that
It's
the
not
camera
bad.
Just
It,
like,
it looks
Really?
pretty good on the.
I say if it's hurting the people's eyes, we'll leave it off. You know what?
Fuck
I
'em.
don't care. Well, that wasn't very nice. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're gonna do episode 13 and 14 this week.
Yep. Welcome to Just
Danno,
Got Off podcast again. We're half hour early. There's Owen.
Yep, I think he's getting to go to bed. You going to bed?
Night, buddy.
Good night, pal. Danno, say night. Good night, Danno. I think Danno is both of my kids' best friend.
What better role
Bexley
model?
was-
I'm a rock star.
Yeah, Bexley was throwing a fit earlier, like full blown, getting ready to squeal, and Karina's like, "Go say hi to Danno," and she just like stopped crying, picked her head up, like, well, "Where's he at?"
Where'd he go?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. She looked at me and she's just like, "Are you kidding me?"
All right, you have to
Oh.
forgive me here, people who can actually see me. We had a crisis here at the Just Got Off HQ technical headquarters. I got home, had a plan. I was going to sit down, get the stuff for the podcast done, get everything prepped. I'm going to sit down. I was going to eat my leftovers. Just so you know, we're still dealing with the washer and dryer fiasco
From episode like 2.
from episode 2 or 1
All
or
right.
whatever. Yeah.
For for simple math, there's approximately 4 weeks and a month. Okay, you are 2.5 months into that shit.
Yeah.
This is episode 14. If we are counting the weeks, no, this is almost 3 months.
Yeah. So tomorrow the units will actually be 3 months old. So washer went
I'd
down.
Be so mad.
We talked about that on episode 1. Washer went down. It was terrible. And then a month ago, Stephanie noticed she started smelling like a burnt electronics smell in the bathroom. And I'm in the shower. I get out of the shower. She's like, "Hey, come here, smell this. Does this smell right?" I'm like, "No, shut it off." Calling the tech guy. So call the tech guy, schedule an appointment. This is on a fucking Friday or something. Saturday. We can't get out till next week. Okay, whatever. Fuck it. At least we got a laundromat down the road. If we fucking need it, we can take our clothes to the dryer. So he comes out. He's like, "Well, it seems like the wiring harness is bad." Okay. Sure. No problem. They don't have the part. So he can't fix it. So he orders the part. Week goes by. They reschedule me for another week. Week goes by. No phone call. No nothing. So I called the appliance repair people and I said, "Hey, what's the fucking deal?" They were like, "Well, the part was on back order and we had to get it directly from the source, which is Maytag. So fuck you, Maytag. You fucking dirty fucking bastards. Don't you ever tune into my stream because I'll... Oh my God. Anyway, before I get too irate, let me carry on with the story. So anyway, they were like, "Well, it's not going to be fixed today because I got to get the part. We'll schedule you for next Friday." Next Friday rolls around. Actually, it gets to be about probably Wednesday or Thursday. And I called the little appliance repair people again, and I said, "Listen," I said, "I want to make sure that this tech shows up at the right time." I said, I need between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m. "Okay, no problem." It gets to be, 10 after 6 on Friday. Got my nephew Vincent was here on Friday. He ends up call the tech. I have his phone number. It's the guy I went to school with. He was a couple years behind me. His name's Rob. And called him. He says, "No, I don't have you guys on my schedule." I'm like, "Shut the front door. You shut your fucking mouth right now. You don't have me on your schedule. This is week number 3. He's like, "No, let me call and find out what's going on." So he calls, and apparently they outsourced my repair, took it from him, and outsourced my repair to a local repair place here in town. Never got a phone call, never got nothing. So Rob, on his own time, came here Friday. Did he come here Friday? I don't think he came Friday. No. He didn't come Friday because we left and went and played golf. Yeah, with Vincent. Yeah. And he said he would come over on Sunday, and I said, "Don't worry about it, man. Sunday's your day. If you get free time, sure, swing on over. No problem. If you're not doing anything else and you're bored." But he came this morning at 10 o'clock and put the new wiring harness in, changed the heating element out for us, and he left. Get a call. I stopped by, come home for lunch, grab my food, and Stephanie was like, "Dryer's not working."
Oh no!
She had clothes in the dryer drying for an hour. There was no heat in the dryer whatsoever. So I called Rob again. I texted him. I said, "Hey man," I said, "Steph said they ain't got no heat in the dryer. I got to go back to work." He says, "All right, I'll be back later this evening." So he shows up, gets here, whatever. He's pulling the dryer apart. He's checking the electrical leads, and he's like, "One leg of your 240 volt service to this dryer is dead." I'm like, "Well, that's not good. Let me go down and check the breaker." Down check the breaker, flip the breaker, nothing happens. He goes, "Hey, look at this plug. Does this look right to you?" That fucking plug was melted in the wall.
Did it short itself out?
It shorted itself out and was sitting there arcing, and it arced so much that it literally turned the copper stranded wire in the cable black.
So I wonder if that's what fucked the wiring harness up.
It probably did. Yeah.
It was arcing, and then it shorted the wiring harness out in there.
Yep. Exactly.
Dude, you have the worst luck ever.
Yep. You get all the free
I
shit, and I get all the fucking
Yeah,
shaft.
you need to come back and do. We got a couple more escape rooms that we still got to do at that one location that we did the collection at, and we might luck out. I mean, they give a lot of free shit there. Shout out to them. I know that, like, when you get done, if you find these little poker chips in there, you get to spin a wheel, and they give you free prizes, cups, pens, all kinds of shit. That's pretty cool. Yeah,
That's the one.
Yeah, you have to get some free shit.
That's the one there in Greenwood, right? Yeah. Or,
I do believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's getting hard because we've done so many. We've done. We made another list and of places we still need to go, rooms we want to do, people we want to do them with, and it's just like there's so many freaking locations. We didn't realize that these things were as big as what they are until we really
You never do.
got heavily into it. Yeah, and now it's like. Damn.
And now you've sucked us into it.
They're a great time.
They are fun. They are super fun.
Yeah. And we're actually taking a trip down to Nashville, Tennessee. Last weekend in July. Me and my wife, and then Danno and Stephanie. They're gonna go down with us. We're all gonna meet up. Hotels booked, and
You guys are gonna drive around, and I'm gonna be drunk the whole time. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna be working on that too. But we actually talked to a company down there.
I tried to put Karina and
Christina.
Stephanie's name together at the same time there.
Somebody's smacking you. I don't know which one it's gonna be.
I'm in trouble now. Fuck.
Saying the wrong girl's name. Oh yeah. There it is. Wow.
I tried to put Stephanie and Karina together in the same name there. Karina will have to drive us around because she won't be quite ready. She won't be quite ready to pop by then, but
she's not allowed to drink at that point.
Not allowed to drink at that point. So I guess that makes you the designated driver. Because Steffi can't see at night, so you have to drive.
Karina can't either.
Oh God, we're dead.
We're fucked. Yeah, because she can't see at night very well either.
All right,
and
so
the older I get, the worse I get with that too.
So
So we got the Nashville trip scheduled. Hotels booked. 4 escape rooms are booked. Times and everything. Dates.
Don't be looking at porn on your phone there, Steph.
Actually, if you can, just zoom in, Danno, and Stephanie, if you can hear me, go ahead and go over to the hub.
Mm-hmm.
Put that tallywhacker away.
Helicopter.
Yeah, is that what we're calling them?
I guess so. Okay, so now that we've got the introductions and we've derailed the fucking train there, welcome to Just Got Off Podcast episode 13 and 14. I have to apologize to our viewers and to John. I texted him Monday last week and said, dude, there's no way I can fucking do this podcast tonight. I asked. I said
he was going through puberty and his voice was cracking.
Dude, it cracked like 3 or 4 times, and it was gonna be like literally. Have you seen that little dude, the little Ukrainian dude, Hasbula or whatever his name is?
Oh, Hasbula.
Hasbula, yeah.
He's only like 20 or no. I think he's like 22 years old.
Yeah. Okay. Imagine
like
me and my radio voice here talking like him. That was me at work the other day. My voice cracked and I lost my voice for like 2.5, 3 hours and was like.
I've seen videos of that dude. He's big into UFC. He loves like the fighting and stuff.
Yeah.
I've seen videos of him sitting there with UFC fighters. And him just like, bah, bah, bah,
he's punching him
like
in the face and shit. Yeah.
And then there's a video that just surfaced of him and Mike Tyson. And I don't think Mike Tyson realizes that dude's 22 years old because he was like picking him up and like holding him and like tickling at his belly and shit.
Yeah.
Like he was like playing with a little kid.
Well, Mike Tyson's been hit in the head a few times, so
Yeah, he spin off of last week's topic or a couple weeks ago when we were eating nasty stuff. He's chewed an ear off in his day, so there's that too.
all right.
His diet isn't the greatest.
Right.
Speaking of
Wasn't that-
diet, today is National Chocolate Parfait Day.
National Chocolate Parfait Day.
Yeah, and
Yep.
phone in sick day. So if you eat too many chocolate parfaits, you can go ahead and call in sick.
I called in sick for the podcast last week. I'm good for a while.
Yeah. I think last week was like National Scream Day and National Pigs in a Blanket Day. Yeah.
Gross. Not eating that shit.
It's so the pigs in the blanket is good if it's with good rolls. Like I don't like I'm really picky with rolls and stuff. I don't want like I think Karina was saying that her and all of her cousins were raised to like you don't eat the bottom of the biscuit or the roll. It's like
Really?
all hard. Yeah, because it's the hard burnt part. It's not the fluffy doughy part on the top.
Stephanie just said, "Who cares? That's the best part."
Well, she can have all the bottoms and we'll eat all the tops.
Yeah, she
No,
always
only
eats my
if it's
crispy pizza crust. I don't really eat a whole lot of pizza crust anyway. A couple places I like to eat their crust, but
Really?
yeah, I usually
Yeah,
will take
one of-
a couple bites and give
what-
Steffi the rest of it.
One of the places that I just found out how incredibly good their crust was, or I had forgot, was Domino's.
Yeah, we talked about that on episode 12.
Oh, man. Yeah. Ugh. I got to get some Domino's again here soon.
Your dad said, "Don't burn the bottoms."
I don't even want to hear it. I'll have to get the story if mom and dad will allow me to share it of their first time making biscuits and gravy when they first got together one time. It ended up involving like 2 or 3 skillets of gravy.
Wow, that's probably how you got conceived, John. in between skillets of gravy.
That's baby gravy, not biscuits
Oh,
and gravy.
okay, all right.
Come on now.
Tastes a little salty.
Ah. All right. So your topic's up first. What you got?
I don't even know. I didn't even look. What did I write in there?
It's turkey time, Danno. Come on.
Oh, it's turkey time. Yeah, turkey time. All right. So, and this topic was triggered by something that happened yesterday. Yeah. So, lived the rock and roll lifestyle again this week and this weekend, and played down in Linton again. I'm always playing an hour and a half away. Anyway, we're laying in bed Sunday, and I'm dead to the world, And next thing you know, there's a fucking lawnmower going by the house, like right next to the fucking bedroom. Like,
I can't stand that shit.
oh my god! So I'm like, what in the fuck's going on? And I'm like, oh, Stephanie's son Logan must be here mowing the grass, which he was, which is great. We appreciate him mowing the grass. There's one less thing I have to do. So we get up and blah, blah, blah. Day goes on. Couple, take a shower or whatever. And Steffi gets a text message, and it's Logan with his shotgun and a turkey. And wasn't he just here? Like literally 45 minutes ago, he was here at the house cutting grass. So we called him and said, Logan, what happened? Because I was driving home, and I went past our property, and I saw this turkey out in the field, so I parked my truck. I went out in the field, and I shot the turkey.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
I mean, it's not illegal. That's awesome, though.
Yeah, so he just said I parked in my spot. I went up the fence row, and he wouldn't come to the call, so I put a spot and stock on him and shot him. So I don't know if I can get it.
That's crazy.
I
think it's funny that you keep referring to it as he was mowing the grass.
Yes, and that's what's funny.
No. Just how you say that. Like, around here, we call it you mow the yard.
Oh, we mow the grass.
Yeah. Just, is it the one grass or the grasses?
It's like when I'm going to get my hair cut.
You getting your hairs.
Hitting my
You gotta
hair's
get your
cut.
hairs
Yeah.
cut. I call it getting your ears lowered.
Right. So I don't know if dead animals can offend anybody, but I'll try to show this on stream
Nah,
here.
it's just a turkey.
This is the turkey. So
We eat that shit every Thanksgiving.
there's Stephanie's
That's
son, Logan.
awesome, dude. I saw somebody else post one today, yesterday. Said it was the quickest turkey hunt they ever had. 5 minutes.
Yep.
Got out, got stationed. Turkey came. 5 minutes.
Boom.
Pow. Gone.
Yeah.
Already
So turkey season in Indiana started Wednesday. One of the only seasons in Indiana where it actually starts on a weekday. Most of them start on a Saturday.
Yeah, which is kind of weird.
Which is kind of weird, but I'm starting to get my pirate mustache back. Check it out.
Starting to curl the ends up.
Starting to curl the ends up a little bit. And I'm actually gonna go probably Wednesday afternoon with Frog and his son Landon.
I've never been turkey hunting.
I need to take you, man, because it is a blast. If anybody out there has never been turkey hunting, please find someone to go with because it's not boring like deer hunting. When you go turkey hunting, the turkey talks back to you. It's hilarious.
If that's the case, I got 2 turkeys here.
Yeah, one's.
I got 2 little turkeys that talk back all the time.
That works. Yep.
I just can't shoot these turkeys.
Stick a feather in their ass and call them macaroni.
Oh,
turkey
man,
hunting-
that's 2nd grade.
The turkeys hunting turkeys out there. You're right. Yep.
Turkeys hunting turkeys.
Turkey hunting is fun because, one, they say that if a turkey had a deer's sense of smell, you'd never kill one because they're the only bird that sees in color, and their hearing is really good, and their eyesight is like incredibly good.
How come I see more fucking turkeys dead every year than I do deer?
That's because in Indiana,
If they can see that good,
yeah.
and hear that good,
Well, I've been turkey hunting since I was about 17, and I've only killed 3 my whole life.
really.
And the one I killed with a bow, I drew the bow behind a 3-foot around oak tree, and like drew the bow back, and then like slid over and like shot this far away from the tree, and killed it. Because as soon as I moved, he was like, burp. And like as soon as they go, burp, they're gone. Like you either kill them or they're gone, and they haul ass. They run real fast.
It's kind of like a deer snorting at you.
Yeah. Well, the deer will
Yeah.
sit there and go,
Oh, dude, that pisses me off.
he try
If
to
I
look
ever
at you
have
and
a
shit.
doe, if I ever have a doe wheeze at me, I just
Just put it on her.
You're
Yep.
dead.
Yeah, put it
You're
on her.
dead.
You're done. The whole woods is fucked up for the next week.
Yeah, them bitches. I'll tell you what, they gossip through every fucking piece of living
Yep.
creature through them woods.
Yep. So, I need to, Stephanie, why don't you get on the podcast and share that link for Dylan? You can just comment on the podcast. Yeah, find the link and do that. So Stephanie's son Dylan is competing in a health and fitness competition to win a trip to what, California? Oh, he'll be on the cover of Health and Fitness magazine
Oh, dude, that's
and
crazy.
win 20 grand.
Look at the guy beating him right now.
20 grand.
Yeah, so
First place.
the guy beating Dylan right now, he was in first place like an hour ago, and now the guy beating him is like this giant, like Terry Crews looking motherfucker.
Stacked.
Yeah. But Dylan was a very, very heavy set kid. Like very heavy set.
Really?
Yes. And like Pillsbury Doughboy, like heavy set kid. And now he's got tattoos everywhere and he's super cut and super ripped. So as soon as Stephanie finds the link, she'll post it in there. And you can vote once a day for 10 days. So if you can remember, please go on there and vote for Dylan so that he can have something life-changing happen to him other than baby Bronson.
Was the first day today? Was the first day to
Today's
vote
the first
today,
day.
or-
Yeah, today's the
Okay,
first day.
okay.
So if you're on there, and we'll try our best with Just Got Off podcast here to to share all of that. So
Hell yeah.
so anyway, it's Turkey Day. I think I'm gonna go get my stuff out of the closet and get everything ready. Make sure my gun's clean. My gun's right behind me, right there.
Yeah, I see it. The case.
Yep.
Yeah.
Guns and guitars. The other thing I'm missing is my golf clubs.
Yeah, that's the other thing too that we're gonna do. We're gonna try and find a golf course when we're down there in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
We're still trying to hunt
Still trying
one
to
down.
figure that out.
I'm gonna bring a set, and I think we're gonna go on a Saturday morning if we can. That way, I don't know. I think Stephanie's still planning on going, but Karina will be sleeping. She sleeps at every chance she gets when we don't have the kids.
Yeah, Karina won't be going golfing with us because at that point, like, she'll be like super.
Yeah,
like,
watch it. She's watching. She's
I'm
watching,
out of,
so be careful what you say.
I was gonna say super pregos, but hey, there's my buddy Wyatt Dunkley. Wyatt, what's up, dude?
Whatever, 24 hours for the next 10 days. Awesome.
There you go.
What's
there's
up, Wyatt?
there's the link right there. feature.muscleandfitness.com. So please
That's
vote for
awesome.
Dylan. Click that link right there and vote every day for 10 days. Yeah, you can do a free vote through Facebook, she just said.
Just set an alarm right now.
Set an alarm right now.
8:30 every night.
8:20, 8:24, 8:30, whatever.
To come back.
To come back and every Monday.
All right, so let's talk about some more dumb turkeys. So the next topic that I was wanting to discuss, I actually had a different topic in place last week, and Karina and I were on our way to work, and we leave at like 5 a.m. and I don't remember what it was that triggered it, but we were talking about dumb trends, things that have hit the news and people have picked up off social media and are just doing dumb shit.
Okay. So, for example,
do you remember
like
any of these?
Like the
Yeah,
Tide Pod,
go ahead.
like the Tide Pod thing.
Yes, that's one of
Okay.
them. Eating the
All right.
Tide Pods.
All
And
right.
and God, for the love of God, nobody that's listening to this, we do not condone this. Please use your fucking head. Don't do any of these things that we are mentioning. We are making fun of people like you.
Disclaimer.
For doing these.
Disclaimer. Rule 1: play stupid games,
Win stupid
prizes.
So yes, the Tide Pods was one of them. Do you remember when people were taking bed bugs and rolling them up and smoking them?
I do not remember that. What in the fuck?
I don't know. There's something with a chemical in them
Oh
that
my god.
somehow gives you something going on other than just being
What
dumb.
the fuck, dude?
Here's another one. Have you ever heard of slomming?
No.
It is that is an acronym that stands for sticking leeches on myself. People were taking leeches and sticking them on places all over. It's the Raid bed bug spray. Okay, so
that would make sense.
that sounds like a bunch of people that tried taking care. So my buddy is a bug exterminator. He has his own business, and he says do not use the Walmart shit like the little foggers, because if you do have bed bugs or roaches or fleas, all you're going to do is piss them off. Because if you spray that shit, they'll smell it, and then they run to another location. So basically, bed bugs will hang out, and I've learned a lot from him. Bed bugs will hang out around their nesting area.
Yeah,
and
Dunkley works in a prison,
close
so
to there. Oh God, yeah, that sucks. But they stay in one area unless they get on your clothes and take them to another area. And if you spray that thing, they will move. They will run to other rooms, and then they will have a nest in there. So then you just have a huge outbreak in a bunch of rooms instead of having them contained in one area. So, yeah, that was probably part of the problem, is all these people were spraying the Raid bed bug spray and was It's kind of like people trying to get high off the air dusters and
Right.
other dumb shit.
Doing stuff like Steve-O used
Um,
to do.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's
there's
up,
Keith.
fuckers? Look at Keith
Yeah,
Bradley.
boy.
He's back.
He's back. Hey, did you do your
We're talking.
homework
We're
from
talking
2 weeks ago?
Oh man, we're doing.
He's
We're
too
doing.
drunk. He don't even remember what his homework is.
Yeah. Homework.
Homework.
Yeah, I
You
just
bastards. I graduated school 47 years ago.
We're talking about dumb trends, Keith. I'm sure you can chime in on this
Oh,
if we
yeah.
haven't mentioned it already. How about when
There it is. We
let's
had homework.
see. We had homework day. When COVID hit hard, do you remember when people obviously everybody was fucking freaking out, dude? People were walking around stores with pool noodles on their head just to keep people from social distancing. But do you remember when people were taking the lids off the pints of ice cream and licking them and putting the lids back on and putting them back in the freezer?
Yes.
That's
What
terrible.
what in the fuck, dude? Like, oh my god, dude.
People will do
this is
dumb
pissing
shit.
me off just thinking about it.
Oh, I'm not done. I got 3 more, and I've
Great.
actually done.
I'm gonna
one
have
of
an
these.
aneurysm before this is over.
I'm gonna save the one that I did for last. How about the Kylie Jenner challenge? Do you ever remember that one?
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so the Kylie Jenner challenge is when people would take like this, like their lips, and they would suck them into a cup. I used a bottle, but they would do like a cup, a small diameter cup, and they would suck. You know how you could suck it up onto your face
Yeah.
and keep it stuck there? Well, if you do that and suck really hard, it pulls your lips in. The vacuum does, right?
Right.
Well, if you do it for a long period of time, yes, suck the cup to their face. What a bunch of idiots. It actually like pulls all the blood to your lips. And then when you release the cup, your lips are just fucking massive, dude.
That makes
So
sense.
it looks like you got lip injection.
You know, if we had 10 minutes just to fuck off, I would do that for the podcast.
You would walk around looking like you got hot dogs for lips, dude, because some people, their lips were bruising. Like, it was that bad. It was really bad. How about the condom snorting?
I remember that one.
So, dude, all right. So I didn't even think about this. Maybe I've done 2. I didn't snort the condoms, but do you remember how you could like take a cooked noodle and snort it, and you can like pull it out your mouth?
Yeah.
That is the same concept people were doing, except for with condoms. They were stretching the condoms out, snorting it in their nose, and trying to pull a condom out of their mouth. It's like, what the fuck?
Steffi just showed me a picture of the Kylie Jenner thing. Okay, yeah. It's basically like you get Botox injections, basically.
Yeah, some of them were really bad. Like,
Have Johnsonville Brotz's lifts, Keith Bradley said.
And the
My
last one,
lips have a first name, it's OSCAR. My bottom lip has a second name, it's MAYER.
I wonder how hard it'd be to bite your lips. Yeah, you bite your lip eating. I bet you probably couldn't. They'd probably explode.
You probably couldn't move your mouth at that point because it hurts so fucking bad.
So the last one that I have on my list, I've actually done, and it was the Big Red Gum Challenge.
I don't know what
this is. Have you heard of that one?
No.
So, I don't know if they've changed. Dan, do it for science. Keith's telling me to try it. So Keith wants me to try it. Wyatt wants you to do it, Dan. Dan's disappeared. He's gone. I don't know where he went.
I'm fucking
There he
triggered.
is.
I'm fucking triggered. Let's see what's
Are
fucked
you
up.
doing it? Did you go get a cup?
No. I have a cup right here.
Man.
I don't need to go get one.
Is that a styrofoam cup?
No, this is a plastic cup.
It looked like a styrofoam. I'm like, I don't think that's gonna work. Old vacuum face over there will suck that thing closed. If you try it, I'll come on and try and see who can do it the best.
All
you guys
right.
are having a sucking competition? I'm confused. Let's see who can pull
We gotta get fucking Wade Fields in here
hole.
for a sucking competition if we're gonna do that.
Yeah, we'll hook a gauge up to the other side of the cup. That's what I'll do. I'll put an 1/8-inch pipe tap on the other side of the cup. We'll see who can suck the most PSI to their face hole. Fucking reverse pressure.
Good old fashioned suck off.
Anyway, we're fucking derailing hard right now. The big red bubble gum. So what you could do, and I don't know if they've changed the wrappers just because this was a trend at one time. Maybe they just let it ride out and see what happens. You could take, you know how like it was foil, like they were wrapped
Right,
in
yeah.
the foil paper? Okay. The one side's foil, the other side is like the parchment paper. Well, if you took and you licked the paper side, you got it all wet, and stuck it on your forehead, leave it there as long as you can. Because that motherfucker will start burning bad.
I bet.
Bad.
The
We
fucking
used to have
cinnamon or whatever
competitions
they
in
got in
school.
that shit.
Yeah, we used to have competitions in school, man. We'd get done, and you'd pull the fucking paper off when you couldn't take it, and then it was almost like icy hot. Like it was just instant cool, like instant cold when you pulled it off. But you had a big rectangle on your forehead for like a half hour. I've tried it after a race at Lawrenceburg. Yeah, that shit hurts,
All right.
dude.
I'm taking notes here. What to do
Oh,
to Wade Fields when he passes out drunk at Eldora?
Oh, he'll wake up from that.
Cut big red wrapper into shape of penis. Lick and apply to Wade's forehead.
Thick bed bug joint in mouth. Pop Tide Pod
see,
in mouth.
If I talk enough shit, maybe Wade will come in here. Because I know Keith will tell him.
I'm surprised Wade isn't, honestly.
Just text him and be like, hey, Wade, you're a bitch. Come join our podcast.
Oh,
man.
shit.
And
So
here
do you
I am
do you remember
promoting
any dumb trends? I don't have any other ones. That's all I had.
the saltine cracker one was the one we used to do in high school.
I tried that one. That's hard.
Yeah.
It's like you can't eat more than 6 saltines
Like,
in a
it's like
minute.
six-
I
yeah,
think
you
it
can't
is.
finish like the 7th one or something like that.
Without a drink.
Without a
you can't
drink,
You
yeah.
got to do it without a drink. Yeah. You can't.
And then there was the gallon of milk in an hour challenge.
I've never heard of that one.
Really? They say it's
Yeah,
impossible to drink a gallon of milk in an hour. Yeah, but
Oh, man.
did you eat like 7 of them like in a row? Like they say it's impossible to take 7 saltines and like put one in your mouth.
Start a timer and eat them in
like
60 seconds.
in like 60 seconds or whatever.
You can't have water sitting in your mouth or nothing. Nothing to drink. Empty mouth. Start the timer. Pop 6 saltines, or you could do it 1 at a time, 2 at a time. It doesn't matter. Your mouth is gonna get dry as fuck, and you're gonna almost die. It's tough. Yeah, and it's the same thing like Wyatt just said. The spoon of cinnamon. I tried that one too, and that's scary.
Oh yeah.
That one can hurt you.
That one could kill
Yeah,
you, they said.
Yeah. I actually like. I thought I was gonna puke in the sink. This is shit I did when my parents weren't home. Like me and my buddies would eat spoonfuls of cinnamon in the kitchen.
Your mom's like, why are we out of cinnamon?
Oh, I gotta tell a story real quick about something I did at home that was dumb. One of my buddies fell asleep on the couch one time, and my parents were at work, and I went and grabbed the hairdryer, popped the back of it off, and filled it with flour.
Oh,
And then went and plugged
shit.
it in and sprayed it in his fucking face. Man, it made a hell of a mess. I never did get the vacuum sweeper. You know how you get rid of flour if it's on a couch? You just hit the fuck out of it with pillows and eventually just evaporates in the room. I'm sure your room looks like it's antique, but it worked and there was no flour mess. But like the next 2 or 3 days, my mom was like, why does the fucking hairdryer smell like burnt bread? And so now I'm thankful my house never got burnt down. And I told him what I did, and I actually took the hairdryer apart and like blew it out. I went out in the garage with the blowgun. Our blowgun's named Keith Bradley, by the way, and cleaned the hairdryer out. And brought it back in, but it still smelled. There was still remnants of fucking flour in that thing. But eventually mom was blow drying her hair one day, and she said that it started fucking throwing sparks, and that was it. That was the end of
Oh,
that. I think it
shit.
lasted a week.
I can see
but I
your
ended up-
mom
I
coming
ended
out of
up
the
killing the
bathroom or
hairdryer.
whatever, dude. Her fucking hair's on fire. And she's like,
Look
God
like
damn
fucking
it,
Harry.
Sean.
Looks like fucking Harry from
From Home Alone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's from Home Alone when
Yeah.
he gets shocked.
Yeah.
Everything
What?
sparked out. Oh
That's
man.
funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
so she,
man.
mom, yeah, that's why mom's saying it's worth it now because I think she got a new hair dryer out of the whole deal.
You gotta take a trip to Terre Haute and get your mom a new hair dryer from J.C. Penney.
Just all I know is I just can't get her one that's the brand is a Maytag.
Yeah.
I'm
None
sorry.
of y'all
I'm
better.
sorry.
None of y'all better buy anything named
What
with
about
Maytag
lighting
on
a
it.
fart on fire? Keith Bradley just said, "What about lighting a fart on fire?"
Is that even
I'm
possible?
too scared to try it. Yes, it's fucking possible. Fun fact: if 3 people fart into a funnel, and there's a hose at the end of the funnel, and they can join into one tube. If those 3 people fart at the same time and you inhale on their fart, there is enough methane gas content in those 3 people's farts to kill you.
Really?
Yes.
Damn.
That's what is flammable is methane gas.
Right.
It's
To be the methane
it's
gas.
in there.
Yeah.
You can light a fart on fire, but you have to get that old you have to get that chocolate starfish closed back up quick enough, otherwise the flame can go back in your ass. I have done that before, TMI, but I can't grow hair on a part of my sack. You're gonna make me. You're gonna make me wake my kids up.
He said to ask Wade about it.
I'm asking Wade shit about somebody's balls.
Oh my god. Note to self, never give these fuckers the information to the Discord. Okay.
Oh boy.
Oh, that one hurt me.
Yikes. Oh yeah. I just got an ab workout.
Oh, that one hurt me. I feel my cold
hot
coming
in
back
here,
on.
dude.
If the podcast just shuts off, I've got sick again.
Did you say a cold or a colon coming back on?
I feel
We
a
were
cold
talking
coming
about
back
lighting
on.
farts.
Oh man.
Oh, where do we go from here?
There's nowhere else to go but up.
Shit. Any more trends before we move on?
The gallon of milk in an hour. I did that 2 or 3 times in high school.
Is it possible?
Yeah, it's possible.
You probably feel like dog shit afterwards, but
I mean, I could probably
That's
I could
expected.
probably, honestly, in the right mood, I could eat and drink a gallon of milk in an hour.
eat?
Right here. Yeah. Good night, Steph.
There's one challenge.
I drink
that
3 or
me
4
and Karina
gallon of
have
milk a
been-
week.
Oh yeah, we're like we were a 1 gallon deal,
Ju-
but now we're about
just
2.
Just me. Not
That's crazy.
not anybody else.
Little fucking cow. See, there's one challenge that Karina and I has been
Will
wanting
you
to do.
go
here
get one of my
recently,
milk
and it's
cups?
that chugging a Sprite. You got to chug a Sprite.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I don't remember if it's just like your normal 16 ounce,
I think
Bottle
it's
of
a 20
Sprite or
ounce,
if
like a
it's a
20 ounce
2-liter.
bottle of
20 ounce.
Yeah,
That's it.
20
I think
ounce,
it's
yeah.
a 20 ounce. Is it ice gallon of milk or what about chocolate milk?
Yeah, it's just a regular old gallon of milk. Like,
I think chocolate would hurt you.
chocolate would probably make you have diabetes.
In one gallon, yeah, for real.
All right,
That's not good.
Steffi's going to get one of my milk cups. All right, if I'm sitting here, doing whatever, have you ever been to an AM/PM gas station?
No, what the fuck is that?
It's a gas station called AM/PM. They're out on the West Coast.
No.
But they had these cups a while back, and they were World of Warcraft cups when the movie came out. And here's like a regular old Yeti, right?
Yeah.
This is my milk cup.
Oh, okay. I've seen those before. Some of them have like a little holographic design on the
Yeah.
outside of them. They had Colts cups that were like that.
Yeah. So this is
Yeah.
what I drink my milk out of, and I can sit here and if I'm eating pizza or whatever, And in situations, right, I could drink probably 4 of these before I get the pizza done. I will sit here.
I'm complete
I'll
opposite.
fill this
I'm
up,
one
and
of
I will
those.
chug half of it in 10 seconds.
That's crazy. I'm complete opposite. I'm one of those that can like, and it drives fucking Karina nuts. I could sit here and eat all of my food and not have anything to drink.
I can't
And
do
then
that.
when I finish, I can have my drink. It's different when I go out to eat though. Like if I've got a drink sitting there, that's fine. But like here at home, I could eat all of my food without having a drink, and then when I'm done, then I'll go get a drink, wash it all down, done.
An,
Meal's
a-
done.
an AM/PM gas station, Keith, is the equivalent of like Speedway around here. They're like
That's
fucking.
crazy.
They're like fucking everywhere.
What's
Like Dollar
them ones
Generals.
down in Florida? Are they like Wawas or something like
Yeah,
that?
there's Wawa's, and then there's Buc-ee's down there too.
Buc-ee's. I've heard of that one
Yeah,
too.
Buc-ee's is like all the craze up here now because when we were in Florida in 21, we discovered Buc-ee's gas station, and now everybody's like, "Fucking Buc-ee's! Holy shit! This is the greatest thing ever!" We're like, yeah, we saw it.
Yeah. I'm not real big on gas station. Oh, who the fuck can eat without a drink? Me.
John.
See, my thing is I don't want to get filled up on a fucking drink. Nobody talks about how good their drink was when you go out to a steakhouse or something.
All right.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't fill up on drinks.
Well, when we went to what was it, Smoky Bones or whatever after the escape room, you literally ate 3/4 of that steak and like didn't take a drink of nothing.
I'm telling you. Yeah, that's just how I. Well, and if you get a good steak, it's juicy enough. You don't need to wash the damn
Yeah.
thing down anyway.
The one I just
You
had from
know.
Texas Roadhouse was pretty decent.
If
Even
I
reheated.
take a couple bites of a steak and I'm getting a drink, your shit's dry.
Right.
Like I'm doing it because I'm chewing on a cardboard piece.
I am almost to the point for like a steak or whatever that I would rather well, the cost of everything has gone up, so it's like for me and Steffi to go to the store and get all the stuff we need to have steak and trimmings and things like that. It's $45-$50 to get green beans and rolls and the 2 steaks or whatever. We spent like $50 at Texas Roadhouse, and like I had 2 meals out of it. So, but I would almost prefer Stephanie to cook a steak for me rather than go get one, just because her steaks are so much better.
Yeah, we don't. I mean, Karina's not really big on steaks. We eat a ton of chicken though. Like we eat a lot of chicken.
I'm not
Like
a huge
when I
chicken
buy
guy, man.
when I
Never
buy
have
the
been.
chicken, then it's buy a 40-pound box. I buy a 40-pound box of chicken. It's still got all the the 2 breasts are still together, and you got to cut and trim it all up and stuff.
Right.
And then we vacuum seal, bag everything, and I'll tender it up or put it into big breast pieces, and then we'll depending on what we're doing with it. But yeah, I buy it by a 40-pound box at a time, just because we eat so much damn chicken.
Keith said sweet potato from Texas Roadhouses are fire. Yeah,
Man, I never used to be a sweet potato guy.
I really don't like
when
them
I
that
was
much.
younger, and they're kind of growing on me, man. We had them at Karina's mom's on Easter, and I went back and got more big breasts. Sorry, Keith. Sorry, Keith. You got a loss of big breast.
Chicken's done.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh
let's see.
man.
Next topic. Let's go ahead
Shit
and move
did
on.
shit did go to hell when Keith got in here, didn't it? God
Oh,
damn.
there's some clips. We got to get off our ass and do some clips. But there was definitely one in there.
Oh yeah, there's definitely one in there. What do we got now?
Tesla.
So I
yeah.
had the opportunity today. I had to run to Indianapolis early this morning. And if you guys don't know what I do for work, I am a title clerk and a back office controller for an auto dealer. So I get the opportunity to drive a lot of cool cars, see a lot of cool cars, see a lot of junk cars too.
I
And
paint houses for dead people.
right. So I had to go to Indianapolis today and pick up a car, and it just so happened to be a Tesla Model X, which is
So you got to drive this thing.
I got to drive this thing all the way back
That's
from
incredible.
Indianapolis. And let me tell you what, I loved it. It rode great. It drove good. The self-driving thing, I literally was rolling around 465, was fucking laid back like this.
Shut up. You trusted it.
Yep, I let go. I was like, you know what? If it's going to kill me, it's going to kill me. Fuck it. I tried it for a good 5 minutes and was just, I had the podcast going. I was listening to the podcast, and fucking people were just all around me. And that car is literally just smooth as glass. And I'm like, all right, cool, like neat, Really
I've
didn't
rode
have.
in a vehicle that had the self-driving deal. The guy that ran our midget series that I was in a few years ago, he had a company vehicle. He was an instructor at a college, an automotive college, and we were driving around Ohio, and he had one of those, and it was a self-driving. It was wild. It was the same deal. I mean, he was sitting there sending emails on his phone, just like, yeah, check this out, and
Yep,
just showing us stuff, and it's like, wow, it's wild.
it is nuts.
Technology's crazy.
And the thing is like, honestly, I've driven so many cars over the last year or so that like, I'm kind of from old school to where like cars didn't alert you for anything, like it didn't tell you when your turn signal was stuck on or anything like that. In the modern car, there's so much stuff that is driver assisted. There's lane assist, which keeps you in the lane on the highway when you're, there's Kyle Markley, what's up, man? Appreciate you, dude.
Hey guys, normally don't get to catch you live, but I love listening while I'm riding or driving. I grew up with Kyle. Kyle's a good dude, man. I've known him ever since I was like, since we were babies. His parents and my parents were friends, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. If he's got us on, I'm assuming you got us on Spotify, so yeah, keep listening. We upload those usually right after the show, so
Yep, they're usually ready to
tomorrow
roll when
morning
they
you
are.
have something to listen to.
But anyway,
yeah,
like,
those.
the assist that they have for driving now in cars is just crazy. So a lot of times I'm rolling down the road and the goddamn things beeping at me, and I'm like, what the fuck's beeping? Well, to me, I find that as a distraction because I want to go look see what the beep is, like, for example, like a car will pass you, or whatever, and it will beep and tell you that the car is passing you.
There's an
it's
alert.
It's just an audible cue. But for somebody like me who's not used to that, it's distracting.
Yeah, see, they gave, like, when we were down in Florida on our honeymoon, we got that brand new convertible Mustang, and it was the same deal. It had lane assist on it, and like you'd be going down the highway, and like if somebody is crowding you on one side, you know how like you kind of move, or you just go to switch lanes.
Mm-hmm.
It's got those sensors, and it'll start vibrating the fucking steering wheel, and I'm just like, what's going on? Like, I think something's going wrong with the steering.
Yeah, I was in a truck.
And the other one was, it was a wreck hazard avoidance thing or whatever. Like
Crash
you're going down the
system.
road. Yeah, crash avoidance system. So yeah, like you'll be going down the road, somebody will jump over in the turn lane, and you'll go to keep going past them, but they're just close enough to the sensor that it'll start fucking power braking. I mean, it'll just kill everything. And like I was Googling how to turn some of that shit off just so it would quit fucking with me.
Yeah, the whole time we had this truck, it was a Silverado. I mean, it's one of the small diesel engines or whatever. And same thing, it had the lane assist or whatever. I turned that shit off because I'm like, I'm letting the truck float with the road. You know what I mean? And the whole time it's fucking like fighting me, telling me, you're fucking too close to the yellow line. You're too close to the yellow line. I'm like, bitch, I know that's where I want to be because there's a fucking semi right here. Like,
yeah.
I'm passing a semi. Yeah.
Hug the white line. Hug the white line.
Yeah. No passing below the yellow line.
Yeah.
So, but it was definitely cool, man. It was neat because like it was one of their like small SUVs, like crossover or whatever. Like it was a sedan, but it was like an SUV, had third row seating. But
okay.
Yeah, but like the console is
I've
not
only
like
seen just the cars.
Yeah, the console of it is not just like a console. It's literally a fucking TV. Like take one of my computer screens, turn it up on its side, it's a fucking TV.
Turn in a portrait mode or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's just so much shit. It has like fucking party mode in it to like if you're like a party, a college thing or something, you can reach over and hit this button, and it'll make all the lights in the car flash and shit.
Oh, I've heard about that.
Yeah, and
Yeah, I've heard
it
about
goes to
people
like the
turning party
music and
mode on.
stuff. It's really really cool, but. It was
That's
just
crazy,
like
dude.
I had to pull over and spend 10 minutes in a parking lot trying to figure out how to connect my phone to it. That's how much shit there is on that fucking screen.
Yeah, and I mean even Karina's car, she's got a Hyundai Elantra, and if you're not connected to the Bluetooth prior and you're going down the road, fucking forget it. You
Yeah.
got to pull over and put it in park before it'll even think about it.
Yeah.
And even like it, and I wasn't driving when I first tried doing that. Like I was in the passenger and I was just trying to turn on a playlist, and it still wouldn't let me do it even as a passenger.
Right.
We had to stop, and I'm just like, what the fuck?
Safety, man.
I just want to listen to this song.
Dude, like even the windshield wipers, John, the windshield wipers were adaptive.
What do you mean?
You fucking turn them on
Yeah.
and you're going down the road, right? It's raining.
Oh.
Adjusts
So it's got a sensor.
Yes, it adjusts the speed of the windshield wipers
What the fuck?
according to how much water is on the windshield. So you're going down the interstate at 70 miles an hour, you get right up behind a semi. What happens? You can't fucking see,
Oh
right?
yeah. It's
So
all
them fucking
fogged out.
windshield wipers are fucking going. Then you pull out from behind the semi, and in like 10 seconds they slow down. Kook kook, kook kook. Fucking crazy, dude.
That's nuts. Yeah, Keith said his Toyota Highlander has that. It has more dumb sensors than any car I've ever driven.
Yep.
Yeah, man, that's like do I think the idea is cool? Yeah. Do I ever want one? Probably not. Like,
Let me ask you this.
there's nothing that sounds cooler than a fucking motor getting up and going though when you're.
I
when
tell
you're
you
getting
what
on
though,
it.
when you take off in a Tesla, it will set.
Does it whistle?
No,
I know
it
they
doesn't
take
make,
off fast.
It doesn't
but I've
make
heard,
a sound. It's so weird.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't make a sound.
I've heard they just like make a hiss.
They don't even really make a hiss. Like the only hiss that comes from is the tires. Is the tires moving?
That's kind of crazy, man.
Yeah. Like I got in it when I stopped here to get lunch today, and like I walked up to it. The car door pops open for me. I get right in. The car door closes for me. I fucking
What?
punch a button and back up. Yeah, I never touched the doors today, Stephanie. She didn't like it. She was freaked out by it.
Yeah, it's too much. Too much.
But-
I don't think I could ever get one.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: have you ever seen the movie I, Robot with Will Smith?
I have not.
It's-
That's on my list. I want to see it.
And it's basically like it's basically a movie about like artificial intelligence, to where everybody has robots that assist them in doing everything. And for example, there in the movie there is a scene where this lady is having an asthma attack, and this robot runs all the way back to her apartment, grabs her purse, and brings her inhaler back, and gives her inhaler, because the robot can run faster than a human, right? So they're all
right.
and they can't be in violation of these laws or whatever.
Maybe I think I have seen parts of this movie then, because I think
Yeah.
I remember that.
So there's this big talk going on, and what kind of got me on this subject was like Tesla with Elon Musk and stuff, is the artificial intelligence and stuff that we have nowadays. Like Elon Musk is saying, like, you can't go any further than what you really are right now, because at some point in time it's going to be it's going to take over. Like the use for human interaction and human cognitive ability will cease to exist at some point in time. Do you think that we will see part of that in you and I's lifetime?
I don't think so. I think that because the government controls so much stuff, I don't think that they would allow some. Do I think that they want control to be able to have something like that for military stuff? Absolutely.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they're gonna allow like the general public to have access to shit like that.
Right. I don't think so either.
It's gonna take a lot of people or mafias or something. Like, I don't know how to word it, to where like a bunch of people come together and make it happen before it's just offered through the government and the general public. But I definitely think one day it's going to be, yeah, I mean, it's already happening. Like, just an example, like all these Alexas and stuff that are in people's houses, there's fucking light bulbs in people's houses that
Yeah.
you can buy. There are special light bulbs that you put in your fixtures, and you've got this little Alexa sitting over there. Alexa, turn on the living room light.
Yeah, here's a
Alexa,
perfect
turn my TV
example. Hey Google,
Yeah,
text John
instantly
Steed.
pops up. Crazy.
Tell him he sucks.
Don't show my number.
Send
If you
it.
number drop on here, I'm going. Are you really?
I think did it send it to you?
Yep. It just says he. It just says he sucks. See that's exactly what I'm talking about though. So like, there's already things that have access to control our everyday lifestyles.
Right.
But at what point do they like these things just say, "Fuck it, I'm not listening to this sumbitch anymore.
Right.
This is my house now."
Yeah. And that's
You know,
that's what the whole
go
movie.
turn on your own fucking light. You know what I mean?
Go ahead and show the number, see if he gets a random text at 3 a.m.
Yeah, you show my number, I'm putting your number on every Craigslist ad ever.
Sweet.
Stalls and bathrooms for a good time.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Keith's going back and trying to find it right now.
Your number or mine?
Yours.
He has mine. Let me see if I have his. I don't know if I do or not.
We were just adding Wade Fields in the Indy Race Parts Facebook.
I do
group.
not have Keith's. Oh man.
So
yeah,
that
I
was
think
my
that
whole.
it's crazy. I mean, some of that stuff is cool. Like it's cool to use, and I guess one of the things that we've talked about here recently that we use that's very high tech and that we both have done is the virtual reality headsets. I've
Yeah.
got that Oculus Quest 2.
Right.
I think you said you do too, and
Right.
it's really cool. I mean, there's some of that shit I can only play for about a half hour because you get so immersed into it that
Right.
like when I get done, I got cold sweats. Because I mean,
and that's the same
so
with me.
realistic.
Is if I'm sitting in my chair racing on iRacing, I'm perfectly fine because I'm sitting. I'm not moving, you know.
Yeah.
But if I stand up with that Oculus on my head, what my eyes see,
your compass is gone.
I'm gone. I'm done. I'll
Yeah.
get motion sickness. It's weird.
Yeah, like see, I had a boxing game that I used to play, and like obviously you can set barriers and stuff with those so
Right.
you don't get outside of your playing zone. And man, when I get done, like when you take the headset off, you think you're facing, because I used to stream it live on the TV so Owen could see what I was doing, you know, that way he could learn and play too.
Right.
And it was one of those things that like I'd think I'd be facing the TV and I'm actually facing the couch. I mean,
Right.
I'm just looking like a fucking idiot this whole time facing the people that are sitting there, you know. It's yeah, you just completely lose your compass or whatever of what's around you.
Yeah. I'm all about that Wii
I don't know.
bowling.
See, that's wait, hang on. What were you playing that on? Just the Wii? Can you
just
play
the
that on
Wii.
VR?
You can play it on
Oh,
VR,
I didn't
yeah.
know if there was. I didn't know if there was a virtual reality bowling that you had
There
played
is,
or
yeah.
something.
That shit they got.
Really?
Everything's fucking VR now.
See, I tried the virtual reality stuff for iRacing too, and I think I did a lot better. But I think a lot of that's because, you know, with me racing for 13, 14 years, I'm used to seeing that. And
Right,
I'm
yeah.
used to being able to know where that right rear is when I go into the corner and where I need to set it. And the way the car moves, being right there in the car, you can kind of see how the body roll. You almost
Yeah.
can feel it. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like when you're just holding onto a steering wheel on a desk, you can't actually
I think
feel
that's
that.
why I struggled so much early on, even with triple screens, is the fact that like what I was seeing the car do versus my inputs with the steering wheel was not
Right.
actually what it should have been doing. And once I put on the VR headset, it was like, holy shit, I can actually like bang it in on the cushion and ride around the wall at Kokomo. I could never do that with just triple screens.
Right.
So
Have you done a motion simulator?
I have not.
I have a buddy of mine that has a motion sim, and he invited me over to try it one time. Holy shit. It is wild. I mean, you have to put a seatbelt on because when you throw it into the corner, like, it'll about throw you out of this fucking thing.
Really?
Yes. And it's just a computer chair. It's not like a racing chair. So, I mean, it's possible to throw you out the window that's right next to you. I've got a video of it somewhere. I'll send you when we get off here.
Let me in. Call this guy.
It's pretty. I'm sure if he still has it, I'm sure he would have no problem letting us try it.
I want to do it. I'll bring my setup up there and we'll do a podcast from the motion sim.
It was pretty badass. I liked it.
Yeah, but there's also there's another movie out there called Ready Player One, and it's about yeah, it's about like futuristic, like nobody leaves their house anymore, and all they do is put on a headset and they go into this place called the Oasis, and you can game, and you can go to the casino, and you can go to the strip club, and you can do anything that you did in your normal life in this place. And it's just I just thinking about that shit on the way home.
What is that called? Actually, something like that right now. Like me
augmented reality.
Well, there's another word. I listen to another podcast and they talk about it all the time too, to where like you can put a headset on and just sit in your living room and basically live a different lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like you can almost catfish yourself into thinking that like your normal life.
You have a different life.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You can live a different style and do. Yeah. It's crazy, man.
Crazy.
Too much. It's honestly too much. Like,
yeah, really it is. I really honestly need to get my Oculus back out and hook it up and get in there with Keith Bradley and those guys and do some ripping.
We just got ours charged the other day, and Owen was playing. He loves playing that thing. Like, we got a VR hub. we actually got to limit his time on it because he'll play it, and that boy will be sweating when he's done. Yeah, but
I know when
it's pretty fun.
I did a Daytona 500, an actual Daytona 500 in VR.
I couldn't do that much.
And when I got done and pulled the headset off, I got wrecked with 4 to go. Literally fell to the back, was down a lap, got my lap back, worked my way back up to the field, and was sitting like 4th or 5th, and got fucking punted with 4 to go. But when I pulled the headset off, it was like, like it was like sucked into my head. You know?
Yeah,
crazy.
And I guess that's the other terrible thing about this is they're not really easy to clean. I mean,
right.
That sucks.
Well, they got
all
the little things pop out or whatever, but like the main case of it is not.
Yeah, but a lot of it's like the foam. I mean, you can't do much with the foam.
Yeah, you can just replace that piece.
The straps, all that.
VR hub.
Well, now we know why Keith has one. All right. Well, let's jump into some would you rather. So normally we do 3 of them, but obviously we're having a little bonus episode, so I pulled 5 of them together here. Would you rather have to talk? And all right, so have you seen Waterboy?
Yes.
You know the. He just talks. Yeah. So would you rather have to talk in a weird mumble accent like him, or have to communicate through charades? For a week. You got to do each of these for a week. Would you rather have to try and talk with a weird mumble accent or communicate through charades?
I think I could communicate through charades.
Yeah, and for anybody that doesn't know what charades is, you basically have to act out what you're thinking, but you cannot make sounds. Let me see your boobies. That's what that was. He's doing the. And for all of our audio listeners, they just got me screaming, "Let me see your boobies." Please do not DM me your boobies because my wife will kill both of us.
I mean, it could literally be, like point at your ears, make the number 2, and then point at yourself. Listen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I
this is
didn't
the
pick
this
that
is
up.
the universal sign for high.
Yeah.
You know, you're number one.
I
or,
think
or
I would
yeah,
have to do the
Steffi
traits
was just
too.
like, Steffi just goes like, oh hi, like, you know, I'm gonna take a little hit
Yeah, go
off a
smoke.
joint there or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
when you,
I think trades would be a lot easier because I mean you can only do so much doing the weird mumble accent and then people are gonna be pissed off.
it's like in Joe
It's gonna be
Dirt.
like it's after you hunt somebody like 3 or 4 times, they're done fucking talking to you.
Yeah, it's like in Joe Dirt when he's like, home is where you make it, and he's like, well, you like to see
I can
homos
see
naked,
almost
dude? That's
naked.
cool.
Well,
Yeah,
that's awesome, man. That's
yeah,
cool.
good for you, man. Left's the garden, dig it.
No, home the way you make it.
Yeah, home is where you make it.
God, add another movie to the
Oh
list.
God.
All right, here's the next one. Would you rather have a 4-inch in diameter belly button or 10 nipples?
All
That's a
right,
hell
so
of a belly button
4
hole.
inches. I think I'd roll with 10 nipples. I think.
I got a tape measure here beside me. Here, hang on.
What are you using that for?
Measuring stuff on the wall.
Yeah, sure.
4 inches. I mean, that's the width of your eyes.
I think
more
I'll
or
go with
less.
10 nipples, man, because I can just put a shirt on. You know. 4
Yeah, but if it gets cold out, everybody's gonna see the like five on this side, 5 on this side, popping through.
I just got, I mean, well, the thing is, do you think about 10 nipples like horizontally or like 10 nipples from top to bottom on each side?
Said, can you imagine going to the beach and taking your shirt off with 10 nips? Or just
maybe
or
there's like
or
your
vice
regular.
versa, take
maybe-
your shirt off at the beach and have a 4-inch fucking belly button. Either way, it's pretty fucked up. Dude.
Everybody trying
I'm
to play.
gonna stare at you.
Everybody's fucking playing beer pong with your belly button.
Oh, don't worry. I got a would you rather that involves a belly button later too.
Oh, great.
Oh man.
Maybe it's like your two regular nipples, right? And then there's one in each corner, like a fucking tic-tac-toe board.
That's what I was getting ready to ask you. If I was to pick the 10 nipple arrangement or 10 nipples, like how can I
Yeah.
arrange them? Can
Yeah,
I
could I-
pick how they're arranged,
Yeah.
like how they grow in?
Yeah,
Can I leave
choose
at
how
least
they're
my
laid
2?
out?
Can I at least leave my 2 normal?
Right. Yeah.
Use Dan Nips to play ring toss.
I
Yeah,
think
each
I would
nipple has a
arrange
different
mine.
score.
I would arrange mine to say like F U.
See, and like people could be playing cornhole with your belly button.
Right. Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
like a twisted game of cornhole because I
Yeah,
think the
beer
cornhole
pong.
board is actually a 6-inch hole for a cornhole. Dad always told us because cornhole first like came out when I was probably in junior high. It's when it got really big and people were like, "Let's play cornhole," and Dad's like, "Whatever you're fucking playing, you're not calling it that in my yard." He always used to tell us that. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there wouldn't be anything beneficial from a 4-inch belly button
Right.
other than just a fucking dark hole. How deep is it?
Yeah. If it's
Is it
like
just as
you know,
deep
if
as
it's
it
just
is right
like
now?
whatever.
Look like a little fucking saucer dish down there? Is
Yeah.
that all it is?
You remember the plate you had your little sauce on for your bread, your little oil for
Yeah.
the bread? What if it was something like
You could-
that?
You can make a hell of a clap with a 4-inch belly button.
Yeah.
You know how like people like fucking pop their stomach, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can make a hell of a yeah. Or if you could push on it. What if you could push on it with your hand and suck it off like a little suction?
That's how you pull dents out of cars. You just run your guts in, run your gut.
Oh, just go get the fucking toilet plunger. Oh man.
Oh man, that's funny.
All right, that's all for that one. I think I'm gonna do the 10 nipples too.
Yep.
I don't know
10
how I'm gonna
nipples.
arrange them yet, but would you rather? This one kind of spins off of the one from a
Is
couple
it-
weeks ago.
Hold on. Your mom said is it an
Any-
innie or an outie?
Oh,
shit. That's a game changer.
Yikes.
Wow.
So it's back to fucking Keith Bradley's ring toss, except for on a belly button. And
What if it was like
you could, if you have a 4-inch belly button and it is an outie, you could probably about play horseshoes on that motherfucker.
Yeah. You could. What if it was like a golf hole, dude? A golf hole is 4 inches in diameter.
You just gonna chip a ball into people's belly buttons?
You're putting. But no, like, what if it had
Like a
what if it had like an
putt-putt game.
interchangeable sleeve and a flag sticking out of it?
Oh man, yeah, it's
Oh,
a twisted
fuck.
game of putt putt is all that is.
Fuck.
Looks like a nasty sleeve of
bologna.
bologna. Oh, fuck. We
Like
gotta
when
move
you,
on.
like
We
when
gotta
you,
move on.
I ain't even gonna say it. Go ahead.
I'm
Jesus
getting grossed
Christ.
out. So this next one spins off of one that we did a couple weeks ago. The would you rather lick peanut butter off the bottom of a hobo's dirty foot, or have a significant other likes to drink your pee and enjoys it? So this one is, would you rather suck a hobo's toe for 2 minutes, or be locked in a cage with a hungry lion for 30 seconds?
Ooh, I don't think I want to die, so I'm gonna suck a hobo's toe
For 2 minutes,
for
solid.
for 2 minutes solid. I don't feel like fucking with a big giant cat, man. Yeah, you're fucked. You're fucked in 5 seconds. That lion wants to
Yeah.
eat you. You are fucked. There's nothing you can do about it.
I think I'm gonna learn to climb pretty fucking quick. I don't know what kind of cage this is.
No,
or the
you're stuck
structural.
in the cage. Like you're in the cage. Like, dude, that you'd have to. Okay, I picture a cage of like, 1-inch steel bars. Okay, like like a WWE ring. Okay,
prison style.
there's nothing for you to grab a hold of.
There you go. Steel. Okay, so what do they call that? I'm sure Keith Bradley knows. He seems like one that watched WWE or WWF growing
The
up.
elimination chamber thing.
The ring, God. Because didn't the Undertaker or Kane throw somebody through the top of that
Yes.
cage one time?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. So something like that with bars. Are there horizontal bars that I can get onto to climb, to elevate myself?
I've been summoned to
Uh-oh.
the indie race parts chat here.
I was in there, but I think I left.
Well, this is the indie race parts esports chat.
Uh-oh.
Wade is apparently crying, and they're reminiscing about lighting the fart on fire. And Wade says, "Oh my God, yes," with a bunch of S's. It says, "Got all them ass hairs."
Apparently, it went a little farther than past the ass, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm probably gonna do the hobo toe too.
Yeah, I'm doing the hobo.
I feel like I have enough confidence that I can do some weird fucking screams at this lion to make him think that I'm not edible.
Right.
But I don't know, like to
Well-
freak him out. I think I could almost freak him out and do like do some weird fucking screams at him or something to just kind of make him. Yeah, I can do all kinds of weird shit to make him be like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Here, kitty, kitty, kitty.
Make it, because he's gonna like have to do another game plan. He's gonna have to completely redo everything and figure out, man, this is nothing like I've ever attacked before. I think I need to
Right.
refigure out how I'm gonna approach this guy. Okay. Anyway, would you rather spend 30 minutes in a room and be the okay, so both of these you're spending 30 minutes in this room. Be the only one naked in a room full of all of your relatives, or be the only clothed person in a room full of all your naked relatives?
I'm gonna go with the first one.
You're going to be the only one naked?
Yeah. I don't want to see some of my relatives naked.
Yeah, that's how I am too.
Uh,
I think I'm walking out freebirding.
Yeah. I don't care. I don't give a shit if people see me naked. I don't give a fuck who it is. If I ever get together with Keith Bradley and Wade Fields, we might find that out for a fact. I don't give a shit. I don't care.
I'm not
Danno,
hanging out with you
go
guys.
out there and strip naked and go steal the checkered flag from the flag man. Yeehaw.
We actually made laps at Peru one time after a mini sprint race, like in our personal cars.
Hmm.
We were all partying and camping out, had a bunch of fucking White Castles and stuff, and
That's why you had to be
Light-
naked, because you shit down your legs and stuff.
oh, we weren't naked. We were just fucking drinking, driving around the fucking racetrack. It's just an open racetrack. It's fun.
Pull your
Good
pants
times.
down and start clacking like Ricky off of Trailer Park Boys.
Man,
Oh,
Trailer Park
God.
Boys is so underrated. It's a really good TV show.
Man, y'all gotta quit making me laugh. I ain't gonna be able to talk tomorrow. Damn.
Yeah. All right, last one, and then we got a couple just the tip topics. Last one. Would you rather? Here it is. Would you rather drink a shot from the hairy belly button of a homeless man, or French kiss a senior citizen lady that you met at a sketchy nightclub who doesn't have teeth?
I'm going with the senior citizen lady. Fuck that hobo, dude. Hmm.
Yeah, but this old lady, you know, she's probably been through some shit. You never know.
I don't know, man.
What if she doesn't have teeth because she's old? What if she doesn't have teeth because she's done a bunch of drugs in this sketchy nightclub you picked her up from?
That's true.
She's got like meth mouth or something going on.
What about the fucking infected fucking belly button lint and the fucking hobo?
Hopefully the alcohol will help with that.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right kind of alcohol, man.
Oh, come on now. Back in the Western.
Are we talking about Everclear or are we talking about fucking Fireball?
Fireball might actually make it taste better. Everclear
He
sucks.
said you don't have to worry about getting bit.
I'm not talking about oral, Keith. Calm down. We're still on base. We're still on the first base. He's jumping on over to the third base. I'm getting oral from this poor lady.
Oh my god.
Should be down on Keith. Why does it smell like burnt hair down here? Oh, Jesus.
Shit. Yeah, I was hitting the homer inside the park home run.
Oh, man.
Oh,
Is that what they
God.
call that on them old ladies?
A homer. It's not a Hummer. It's not a Hummer anymore. It's a homer.
Oh, fuck.
God.
It's hurt, dude.
Keith would take one for the team, though.
He would.
He'd be like, "How you doing?"
Man, we gotta get down to Lawrenceburg sometime and talk him
Yeah.
into some dumb stuff.
Yeah. The plan was to maybe try to meet up at Eldora for the 4 Crown.
I'll have to see what the date is on that, just
I don't
because
really know.
I took on that gig with the TQs, and our season actually starts up this weekend down in Columbus. So their first race is this Saturday down there. So yeah,
now we know why you don't want to work Saturday.
I don't want to work Saturday because I've worked the last like 3 or 4, and I clocked in at 3:45 this past weekend. So
That's gross.
yeah. I kind of had to because I could start at 4, work a straight 8, get out of there at noon, so I could make Owen's baseball game because he started at 1. His game
Right.
started at 1. Otherwise, I would have like went till 1, and I wouldn't have made it. So, and that's not an option.
Yeah. Keith, why don't you just ride over to Terre Haute with Wade for Sunday?
Man, I would. I'd go over there, but damn, it's just a hell of a haul, and getting back up at 4:30 the next morning would suck.
Yeah. I mean, the race starts at like fucking 5 o'clock, so wouldn't be that. Yeah, I mean, they start at like 3.
That's this Sunday?
Yeah, this Sunday.
I'll have to think about it. I'll have to talk to the wife, make sure we ain't got anything going on. I'll think about it. I got to do some math in my head with counting the hours and figure out approximately what time I'll be back home.
How many points you're gonna lose?
No, it's
Because
not
you
how
know
many
you ain't
points.
going to fucking work.
I have to. But my thing is making sure I can still function, like get enough hours of sleep to
Yeah.
function correctly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got sprint
All
week.
right.
Yeah, you got sprint week too.
Yeah, that's true.
I can pretty much guarantee you that the Terre Haute race will be on a Sunday because it'll get rained out.
Yeah, that's how it always is. So just the tip topic. If you had to replace a holiday with a new made up one, which one would you get rid of and what would the new one be?
I think, um, I can't say Christmas because I'll get all kinds of hell for that. But I would have to say probably Valentine's Day or Easter. I would get rid of. Getting yelled at already.
By who? Her?
Yeah.
Well, Easter, Karina will freak out on. That's her favorite holiday.
Well,
She's always loved Easter just because of the flowers and just the vibes and everything else. Springtime, starting to get warm.
are we talking
She
like
likes it.
federal holidays?
It
Like
doesn't
days?
matter, any holiday you want. Basically,
holiday you want.
anyone that like most normal people observe.
So major holidays, basically. I don't know. I probably. Fuck, that's a hard one. Let's just say, just for shits and giggles, let's just say St. Patrick's Day. That's a good point.
Keith, are you saying you would get rid of Black Friday? And what would you replace it with? I would get rid of Labor Day.
Thought about that
And
too.
my national holiday that I would make is free trip booking day.
Ooh.
So basically, on one day a year, you can book for free a 1 week trip. That includes your rental car, your airfare, your lodging, stuff like that. You still have to pay for your food. You still have to pay for your gas if you're driving
Entertainment,
around.
things like that.
Your entertainment. But as far as flying somewhere, it could be anywhere you want. But it is a week trip for free, and your airfare and your rental car and your lodging is free. You get 1 day a year to book that 1 week trip anywhere in the year that you want it. And that's what it would be. You have 1 day to do it.
I would say let's get rid of Labor Day, and on the same thing, we'll do National New Car Day. Doesn't have to be
National New Car.
Yeah, doesn't have to be a new car. It could be a
Just
new.
get something different.
Yeah, new to you car. Better National. Get a better car day.
Wasn't that Cash for Clunkers?
Something like that. Yeah. But
Black Friday, replace it with an all-inclusive drunken weekend with me.
so a 2-day holiday bender.
Yeah,
Got it.
everybody's dying.
Yep. Adios, motherfuckers. That's a new brand of golf ball. Did you know that? AMF
Yeah.
golf balls. Adios, motherfucker.
That's awesome. I do. I heard that from somewhere, and I had to think about it. Yeah, you sent that to me the other day. That's sweet.
Yeah. Stand it.
But
back.
yeah, I think that's what I would do. The new national holiday would be that.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
And
like
you get a new car.
I guess I could also go with New Year's Eve, like New Year's 2, like New Year's Eve. Like, sure, celebrate New Year's Day, but like the idea of like having to go out on New Year's, like I always end up fucking playing music and playing a gig on New Year's Eve.
Right.
So
We
like,
don't ever do anything either anymore. I mean,
Out
it's
of the
hard
last-
too with kids.
out of the last 20 or so New Year's that I've experienced, I've only been home twice.
Really?
Yeah.
And we don't do a whole lot. We usually stay up for the ball drop and stuff. But we don't even really watch the ball drop. We end up just like playing games and eating food, hanging out, watching, just enjoying each other, like how most people do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what we used to do. We used to have a big family game thing, and my cousins would come over, and we'd play Uno or Monopoly or
Man.
whatever.
It used to be big.
Yeah,
Real
it
big
used to
when
be
I was
huge.
little. I remember doing that shit too. Yeah.
Maybe we
Man,
can just
yeah.
Maybe we can just tentatively cross my fingers and hope my New Year's gig gets canceled. And if it does, then we'll just fucking rent out a fucking like community hall somewhere in between all of us, and we'll just all get together for like fucking bingo or some shit like that.
We do like a Friendsgiving deal every year. Like me and Karina, we try to. Like we've only, let's see, this is our third year being together, so we've done a couple of them. We put it off the year we had Bexley, obviously, just because she was born in November, and that was one of those that we were trying to, make sure that she was okay. But yeah, that was we try to do something like that every year. Most of the time, it's just a pitch-in. I mean,
Right.
I'll smoke a pork butt and have a bunch of pulled pork and cook a ham, and we make macaroni and cheese and mashed potatoes and rolls and green beans. There's pies. There's dirt pudding. We have all kinds of. If you leave there hungry, it's your own fucking fault. I mean, that's how it is. If mom and dad's in
Yeah,
here, they can
buddy.
vouch for our last one we just did.
Got to feed Papa over here. I'm in. He said green beans. I'm in.
We'll have to shoot you. You all you took from that was green beans?
No, I got the rest of it, but you had me at green
okay.
beans.
You're a green bean freak, huh?
I love green beans.
You like your
man.
greens?
Not really like. I like green beans. I like green beans and
You like
peas.
broccoli?
No,
You don't like broccoli?
I don't like
Cooked
broccoli.
or raw?
Cooked or raw. Don't like celery.
Really?
Don't like cauliflower.
Oh man. Did I tell you what happened with my celery the other night when we went to
You
eat?
sent me a picture.
That motherfucker, dude. I got celery with my wings, and the dude took them off of the tray. They weren't in the little basket that they give you. What do they call those, boats?
Yeah.
It was, he took them off the tray with his bare hands and set them on the napkin on our table that we had just got done wiping Bexley's snotty ass nose with.
Yeah.
And Karina just couldn't contain it, dude. She was in there laughing, and I'm just like, the fuck just happened? Like, I wanted that celery. Like, what the fuck did he just do? Why? Why did he do that?
Why this happen? Hey,
Yeah,
something I
sent you a
noticed
picture
tonight.
of it. I'm just like, what the hell?
Your mother has been very quiet.
She has.
Has she been drinking? Has she passed out already?
I don't know.
I'm calling out your mom on the
know.
podcast. It's great. Mama Steve.
She does. I think she does the Jack Fire. She likes Jack Fire. Dad likes the Jack Apple.
Jack Apple would be good.
It's
I can't
pretty good.
wait till
Yeah.
you guys get to come see me play sometime.
Yeah, we need to. We need to
Yep.
get that shit scheduled. Like,
I need to put together a little video package for next week's episode. That way I can just kind of put
I'm
it on the
eating
screen
cookies. That's what Mom says. She's eating cookies.
Ah.
I wouldn't put cookies down to type either.
there.
All right, so the last one of the night. Man, we're right on time. It is 9:30 on the nose right now.
Awesome.
So this one was an anonymous. Yeah, we need a schedule. So Stephanie, I know you can hear me. Get us an updated schedule because the schedule that Danno sent me is shit and had missing dates on there. So I need the manager to actually get us an updated schedule to send us so we could figure out when we can make it.
And just for future reference, if you need to get a hold of me for anything to schedule something,
Don't.
There's a woman in this
Yeah.
household. Her name is Stephanie. You can find her on my Facebook profile. Send her a message. She can handle it. She's in there triggering my PTSD right now. She's clanking in the kitchen, and I'm about to burn the house down.
Oh, I can hear it. I can
Can you
hear
hear
it through the reverb on the mic. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, last one, man.
Anonymous, yes. Sorry.
Anonymous. This person wrote in and said, I have a coworker that smells like Marlboro Reds soaked in cat piss every day and has no concept of personal space. How do I politely tell them that they make me gag and they need to fix their smell without being taken to HR?
Okay, I have a similar experience. I worked with a guy. I will not name names this time.
Let's leave that anonymous too.
Yeah, every day.
Keith, that's getting you taken to HR.
He smelled like cat piss and literally unwiped human ass, sweaty human ass every
Swamp
day.
ass.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you worked in a retail environment, and I finally decided that this is my advice. There is no way that you can approach that person without them feeling personally attacked, and you should literally take it straight to HR. Say, listen, I don't know what's
Is
going
HR
on.
allowed to say something like that?
If it's a hygiene problem, yes. Like
But at
if
that point, I mean, they automatically are gonna start. Like I figure, because if this person says something, most places, I don't know where this person
I'm
works,
gonna Google
but
it right now.
this person, I'm not sure where this person works, but most places where you work, you're in a same area all the time, and you're working with the same people every day. So, and most of the time, HR don't come out of their offices. Most of them don't go out and do floor walks or whatever. So, is that? I mean, they're gonna know it was somebody near them that said something. So, I mean, they're still gonna feel attacked, and they're gonna feel start singling people out.
Okay.
Here's another one. People that my mom just said, people that wear a bottle of perfume to work every day need to realize that others have migraines that are
Yes.
sensitive to those type of smell too. So you can smell too bad and too good.
Right.
You
Yeah.
have to wear that. Yeah. What are you trying to cover up? Most people don't. Well, see, the thing is, Mom, most people don't realize how much they've put on. I mean, it's like when you walk in your own house. If I walk in your house, Dano, you guys, your house is gonna have a smell
Right. It's gonna smell
that
like
I'm
us.
not used to smelling.
Yeah.
Yes, and that you don't smell it. But if you walk in our house, you'll smell something that we don't smell just because we're used to it. And I think that's probably the deal here is if this person smokes or they have a bunch of cats, like I don't think people don't realize that they smell that bad.
Right.
I try not to. Like I always try to make sure. I mean, that's probably one of the top 3 things that's critical about being a fucking adult anyway is wearing deodorant every day. But like I always try to make sure that I don't smell bad. Like I'm one of those that will hold a hoodie or a shirt to my face and like really smell it to make sure that it doesn't smell terrible.
Yeah. So, this is from ADP's website,
So
which is like the payroll people.
yeah, and I've got that
Um,
app on my phone. That's what they
yeah.
do all of our stuff through.
Let's see here. So it suggests that you meet with the employee in private. You have verified that a hygiene issue exists. It should prompt a conversation.
Employee to or HR to employee.
It should prompt a conversation between the employee and a manager or HR representative who has the training and experience to handle these types of difficult conversations. The conversation should be held in private.
Of course.
So,
What do you say to a person though? Like if you're that person, just it has been brought to our attention.
the only
By
time
some of your
apparently that
peers?
it's illegal is if their body odor or smell stems from a disability or is perceived as a disability from other coworkers. Then it's illegal for you to deal with workplace harassment.
I think most of the time it's harassment anyway, because most people come off a little crazy. Yeah, see, like there was a guy that I worked with that gave them like a gift bag of like fucking shower gel and deodorant and all
Now,
kinds of
see,
other
I kind of
stuff.
consider that rude. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, if you're up in my personal space, and you're close enough for me to smell you, I'm probably gonna be like, dude, like, I don't know if I'm gonna say it, as politely as I can, but I don't know if you missed a shower this morning or whatever, but you definitely need to remedy that as soon as
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
you know,
Right.
which is what we did to the gentleman that I used to work with. Basically pulled him in the back and said, we don't know what's going on with you, but we've had customers complain as well. Like, you need to figure out a way to like not make yourself smell like literally fucking freshly wiped shit and swamp ass.
Yeah. Like and Keith just said too, his dad worked with a guy that refused to wear deodorant. I mean, then you get those people that
Right.
it's against the religion or
And that's understandable. Like,
yeah.
if you are that
But they're
committed to it, it's like a conscientious objector in wartime, like the
yeah, and I mean this is one of the things too, and I don't mean anything disrespectful, but we used to have people come into the engine shop that did small engine work and stuff, and they were Amish, and man,
yeah.
like I think that they are a group of people that don't wear deodorant for the religion purposes and stuff, and them people work hard.
Yeah.
They work their asses off. I
Yep.
mean, they would work circles around us, but shooey, like it was one of those deals. It was hard to like be up front, you
Mhm.
know, because it. I mean, and then we had some of the wives. Some of the wives would come in and pick up their husband's stuff, and they'd come in and be in the front office, and I could smell them all the way back in the machine shop because they had
Right.
so much damn perfume on.
Yeah.
Like Mom was saying, it's like,
Mhm.
holy cow.
Yeah.
It's just completely polar opposite. But it's a big deal. I mean, it is. And I think that's why this person's writing in is because I'm assuming they have to be. I'm assuming that this is one of those deals where they're next to somebody all day,
Right.
every day,
Yeah.
and they it's the same shit all the time.
Yeah. I would say from personal experience, I would say I don't think it's your judgment to hand out. I would say talk to your superior and say, hey, this is what I'm dealing with. Can we find a remedy to it because like it's really bothering me.
Yeah, it's starting to interfere with how I perform my job
Yeah.
because they said it's making
But try to
it
do it
makes
as
them
as
gag.
polite as possible. Don't be like,
Yeah.
man, this motherfucker smells like shit, and swear to God, I'm gonna fucking spray him down with a can of Febreze every time he walks into whatever. Swear to God, he
Keith,
smells like shit, man. I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna fucking throw up right here on the floor if he walks by me one more time.
yeah.
Don't say shit like that.
You're going to be in HR for different reasons too,
Yeah.
because other people are
Mm-hmm.
going to hear that, and then you're going to get some harassment charges.
Yeah.
Which
You're
that's
gonna
what they
you're
were
gonna
saying. They
get
wanted
yours too.
they wanted
Yeah.
to solve this issue without being taken to HR.
Right.
So I wonder if that's what they were asking too. How do I politely tell them that it what how they smell makes me want to gag, and they need to fix their smell without being taken. I don't know if she's talking about them taking them to HR or that they don't want to take the situation to HR.
Well, I
I don't
mean,
know.
if you want, in my opinion, if you want the situation remedied, you are going to have to take it to HR because
Yeah,
I don't believe it's in the ball is not in your court to say something to them because of I don't
personal
know where
reasons.
yeah, because of personal reasons. I don't know where you rank in the hierarchy of food chain as far as your employer goes, but I would definitely either say something to a supervisor or say something to HR and say it's affecting my work duties. You know, it's distracting, especially if you work in a high intensity environment or something.
Yeah, where you're working all the time. Like I don't know why, but the ventilation there where I work, it legit smells like cat piss sometimes though. It's a very strong like ammonia smell that's just
Right.
coming through the vents. I usually end up closing the vents up. I'll sweat my ass off for a while, then smell that, and it clears out. I don't know what they're doing. I'm not real sure, but it'll clear out and you won't smell it anymore, and then it'll be fine. But there's other times where it's bad. It's really really bad. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. If you're listening, hope that helped. Uh, go talk. Yeah, go talk to your boss.
Yeah, go talk to your boss, somebody other than the person who stinks. I would say.
Yeah,
Don't say it to anything
and
to your
I'm sure.
coworkers or anything.
And I'm
Go talk to a
yeah, and I'm
supervisor.
Yeah, and I'm sure even if your coworkers are aware of it, and I'm sure it's been discussed. That's just how most workplaces
Yeah.
end up anyway. But if there's enough people that go up to HR and say, "Hey, like we really like this person," or whatever. Maybe you don't like them. I don't know, but maybe you like them. but they smell terrible. Like they've got some hygiene issues. Can we get this taken care of? Like, if there's enough people that go up there, they're gonna have to do something. They can't just sweep it under the rug.
I'm getting lit up by Keith Bradley in the Facebook chat.
Uh-oh.
He's got some sound clips for me that we need to play that are pretty fucking hilarious, I gotta say. But we'll have to save that for another episode.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
You gotta go to bed.
Is that it?
I believe
an
that's
episode,
it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Double episode. We'll come back for let's see, May 7th. Yeah.
May 8th.
Yeah, May 8th. Numbers are hard, man.
Oh yeah.
Episode 15 coming up next week.
15.
That's
Has it really been
crazy.
that long?
Yeah.
Dang.
Well, yeah. Just think of how long you've had a fucking headache dealing with your washer and dryer. That's how long.
Please don't. So, all right, climax.
Oh, man.
We have climaxed to the end of this episode. Thank you guys for being here. Please give us a follow and a share on social media. We need to grow this thing. It's fun. John and I have fun doing them. We put in a lot of work to these things. So we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitch, we are on Spotify, we have a Twitter, we have an Instagram, and we have a TikTok. That's one thing I need to do. Write that down, John. I need to make a little TikTok logo for our little scrolly thing over there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, and also if you saw something funny in an episode before or heard something funny in an episode before, make sure you tag us or send us a comment or something in that episode, or send us a message and say, hey, 10 minutes and 54 seconds, John said he liked, cowboy butts or something, something funny. But yeah, that's
that way
pretty,
we can clip it.
that way we can clip
it and put it on the Instagram.
and put it on the Instagram, and then you can share
TikTok,
it.
all that
And
stuff. Yeah.
I put one on Instagram of John screaming like a little girl the other day, by the way.
Oh,
So if
man.
you haven't seen that, Stephanie just got a friend request from your mother.
My mom?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Here we go, and so
Yes,
it begins.
That's how it always starts, man. It all goes downhill. Well, it's probably more for you.
Yeah, it's probably
Schedule
more.
some
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, absolutely. So once again, this has been episode 13 and 14 because I was sick last week and we missed Monday last week. And I had a good time again, John. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
This was
awesome.
super fun. We love doing these.
Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in, chatting with us. That's what makes these fun, is everybody that's in the chat with us too, putting in their 2 cents and
Yeah.
rolling on through it. So
Yeah.
if you're not in the chat and you're listening to this later, you need to catch us on Mondays. This Monday we started at 8:00. Every other Monday from here on out, if it's just a normal episode, it'll be 8:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. Sometimes we go a little over and you get some bonus content. But tune in live, hop in the comments, chat with us, tell your stories, and share some of your stuff.
And for those of who are race fans, the Terre Haute Action Track, the Sumar Classic, will be on Sunday, starting at 3. And barring any weather stuff, Stephanie and I will be there. So if you would like to come say hello to us, make sure you send me a message, and I will be glad to say hi.
Heck yeah. I think I'm going to try and look into it as well.
That'd be fun. If John's there too,
be
then
fun.
the more the merrier. Then you get
That'd be cool.
then you get both of us bums, and then it's a 2-for-1. It's a menage a trois of podcasting.
Oh, man.
All right, guys.
All
Thank you
right.
so much. Make sure you
Time to
follow
get
all the
off.
social media, and
Peace.
we'll see you next time. Peace out.
You ain't gotta go home, but you can't stay here. Get out of here, man. Hey, cut them lights. Get out of here and go home.